Wyoming's Frontier stable token, the first U.S. state-issued stable token. So essentially, a stable coin produced by the state of Wyoming. I don't know truly why they want it, but they got it. And they're using this Hedera blockchain. So a trusted, fast, compliant stablecoin. The future of public sector payment is here. Imagine that, receiving your paycheck in a state-issued stablecoin called Frontier. That's gangsta. Hedera selected for Wyoming's Frontier stable token, the first U.S. state-issued stable token. So shout out to Wyoming. I know they got about 1 million people in their population. You know, if they can get a big percentage of them to use it, especially government, that's some big stuff. But let's read this here. Our goal with Frontier is to set a new standard for how states leverage digital assets to better serve the public, said Anthony Apollo, executive director of the Wyoming Stable Token Commission. The commission selected Hedera for candidacy because its technical edge aligns with our commitment to security and to compliance. Stellar works on their council with Google, IBM, Amazon, Microsoft, all the big names, big governments. Everybody's into this, and I understand why they're choosing it. One more quote here. Hedera is already trusted by governments and enterprises moving from pilots to real-world adoption, said Mance Harmon, co-founder of the Hedera and chairman of Hedera Council. Wyoming's selection of Hedera shows how responsible innovation can deliver real-world financial solutions, setting a precedent for other states and ultimately the world to follow. You heard it here first. One more piece of poppin' news for the Hedera fam right here. ArchX launches pool token functionality on Hedera, enabling on-chain multi-asset portfolios. So they cooking, mixing the pot. First up, a tokenized basket. You got Aberdeen Investments, BlackRock, Hedera and BlackRock, and State Street. State Street is one of the largest. BlackRock is one of the largest, and Aberdeen out there in the UK, and legal and general funds. The range of underlying assets can be wholly diverse too, from equity, debt funds, and cryptocurrencies, all in a single transferable token. That's big. This unlocks unprecedented flexibility in portfolio building and fund creation. Essentially, we're heading to a future where you can buy and invest in anything. To close out, there was an interview, Hedera's Isadora, on stablecoins, DeFi, and the global future of crypto regulations. So Hedera sent out someone to discuss with the United Kingdom and talk about their stablecoin approach. She noted that the UK is actually ahead of the US in some aspects. That's positive. Global crypto regulation, DeFi risk, and institutional adoption explored. So essentially, what we see here, like we saw Chainlink do it, Stellar do it, Hedera's doing it. You go up to a government or go up to an institution, you educate them, point out the problems, find their solution, and then promote it to them. You saw it with Wyoming. They say, hey, all these big institutions and enterprises are working with them on their council. We should too. Now they go into the UK and say, hey, listen, we're working with US states. We're working with government. We have the technology. Pull up. So that's what's happening.
Passive income. Gold in my dental. Thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals. Told my girl it was simple.